What is going on, guys? This is Michael Williams from Cartoon Universe, and today we have our first T.K.O theory. I am hype. Let's get it. If you're not watching the show, I don't know why you clicked on this video. You should go change that. Watch it all right now. It's an amazing show. The show has caught a lot of people's attention as of late. It's really, really good, and like a lot of shows recently, it kind of starts out more lighthearted and starts to dive deeper into the character's past and the lore and the darker stuff surrounding the world of the show. And we just got a recent episode called T.K.O, which kind of dived into that and was sort of like Ocean Gem and Mirror Gem for Steven Universe, and it seems like it's going to be somewhat of a turning point. So I want to talk about T.K.O, the alter ego of K.O, K.O's shadow, K.O's dark self, Shadow the Hedgehog himself in a flesh. I want to talk about him and his origins. How did he get there? What does it all mean? Could it be that T.K.O was meant to be there since the very beginning, since K.O's birth? Let's talk about it. So we see in the episode Face Your Fears that K.O has a dark shadow self that actually threw the rest of the crew off. Enid and Rad, they were like, what is this? How did this happen? And it seems like this is what K.O most likely faced when he played the game, Face Your Fears, albeit it's probably a weaker version depending on his difficulty setting, but whatever. So we learned in the most recent episode that T.K.O that this shadowy self literally has his own personality known as T.K.O. T.K.O was brought out by a shadowy figure, or named Shadowy Figure, teaching K.O to bring out his darkness and let out his pent-up rage. So while there are many theories flying around regarding Shadowy Figure and who it might be, I think for the most part, it's safe to assume that it's Professor Venomous, and that seems to be the general consensus, so we're going to roll with that narrative for the sake of this video, as that's almost definitely the case. So to dive more into Professor Venomous and how he ties into all this, we're going to go back to the episode We're Captured. So in that episode, Venomous has a distinct reaction to K.O, specifically once K.O's mustache falls off. Once his mustache falls off, his fake mustache, obviously, he exclaims, "Wait a minute. Is that?"
Oh, I hope y'all like a cooking in the crib.
Wait a minute. Is that?
So he says that as if he knows K.O. Why would he have such a huge reaction for such a low-leveled hero? It's possible that he knows something about K.O's origins that we're not aware of yet. Obviously, he can sense K.O's dark energy as Shadowy Figure, but it's probably more than that, as he recognized him by his appearance and not his energy, presumably. That's what it seems like they were doing from a writing standpoint. Once the mustache dropped, that's when he had the reaction. So it's possible that K.O's birth may have a more intricate history than we're aware of. He obviously is 6 to 11 years old, and 6 to 11 years ago, Carol left Point. So it could potentially have to do with that flashback that we keep seeing. It's really dark, it's saxophony, it's rainy, a sandwich drops, and it seems like that's the main catalyst of Mr. Gar's biggest fears. And it seems like it could have manifested a huge catastrophe that could have brought on a really dark force that was born inside K.O. Or maybe K.O is Venomous's son. I don't like that idea as much as a possibility, but it could happen. Anyway, regardless, I don't think T.K.O was just born from K.O's fears and resentments. I thought his power was brought on by them, but I think T.K.O was born alongside K.O and was destined to be brought out within him. Whatever this dark force is inside K.O, it seems that Venomous already knew about it, and Venomous knew about K.O as well. He is a professor. Maybe he did experiments on him at a young age, but K.O was too young to remember. It should be noted that Carol did not seem to be aware of T.K.O's existence or any of this dark power that K.O had, so whatever Venomous is aware of, Carol doesn't seem to be in on the loop. So it's possible that Carol was aware of experiments or studies being done on K.O at a young age for whatever reason. Maybe he was sick, or maybe all future heroes or children of heroes go through some sort of medical examination just to check them out, see what powers they have and all that stuff. But what if Venomous used to be a hero, which is why Carol may have trusted him? There are whispers of him being laser blast from Point, but that's a discussion for another time. Or perhaps Carol never knew Venomous was involved in the first place. I don't know. It's all up in the air. But regardless, it seems that TKO is probably stronger than anyone in the plaza, and I'm sure that wasn't even his full strength. So Venomous is likely using him for some type of worldly takeover or something else really villainy like that. It would make sense, as Venomous is an interesting contrast to Boxman, where Boxman is, silly, incompetent, and only really cares about taking over the plaza or destroying the plaza, but Venomous likely has his goals set higher, being the more serious threat of the two. And I think he has some type of connection, some type of tie to KO and TKO, and I think we're going to have that revealed hopefully next season. That'd be really awesome, or maybe by the end of the season, because this was just the mid-season finale, and we seem to be really moving fast with the character development in the show. So I would love to see, Venomous and KO's past, if that is such a thing, explained, and how it all ties together. So bottom line is, I think TKO was a dark force. It wasn't his own personality until KO gave him a personality based on KO's fears and negative energy. That's what I think. I think TKO was born with KO at the same time or around the same time and was created within him for a specific purpose, and I think Professor Venomous / Shadowy Figure was directly involved with that. But what do you guys think? Where do you guys think TKO came from? Do you think Professor Venomous created him? Do you think Professor Venomous just sensed his energy and that's why he recognized him? Or some other thing entirely? Do you think it has to tie in with the flashback with the sandwich? Let us know in the comments down below. Would love to hear what you guys think. Or do you think it's something else completely different? And if you like this video, be sure to leave it a like. And if you're new here, be sure to subscribe for more OKKO theories and stuff. There's actually quite a few things to talk about. Be on the lookout for that. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. I've been Michael Williams. You've been watching Cartoon Universe, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.